Hello. I am back, maybe, kind of. I don't know. Hello, everyone. Welcome into still the same day, actually. Hopefully, more chaos and adventure. Maybe getting some things done. I don't know. My internet still shit. I don't know what's happening. However, I'm going back home tomorrow because I'm driving my mom back. And I am just gonna bring back my Ethernet cable because my dad made me a cable because I didn't bring mine. So maybe just a little bit, maybe that would have. Oh, look at you.
Get out!
Get over the barriers. Get over them barriers. Anyway, guys. I reloaded my save. And we're gonna keep going. I don't know. I'm gonna download the VODs and just like merge them together, just mash them there, and yeah, moving on with our lives. 44 streams. Someone been keeping at it. Oh. Wait, my game's muted. There you go. My game was muted. Oh no. It's so silly. My game is muted. Okay. Oh wait, I did not pick up the damn thing. I'm a little dum dum. Okay, here we go. The stupid fishing rod that we have been searching for. 1 second. Okay. Yeah. A place of repose seated before the great water dragon clan. That's probably this rest area right in front of the falls. Eh, hell of a sight to drink in here. Only thing that could make it better is an actual drink to go with it. It's one of Culver's top 100 sites for a reason. The eastern vegetations and rocky mountains create an enchanting, almost mystical landscape. Agreed. It is enough interest for. Huh? It is. Oh my god. Hold on. Agreed. It is enough to entrance you for hours on end. But more important right now is the fishing rod. Yeah, we have finally found it. Are we gonna fish here or do we have to go back there? Tai Guang Guang. Pretty snazzy. It looks like any other fishing rod. It seems like it was made of onyx steel too. Holy shit, it's an ultimate fishing rod? Now that I hold it, it does feel similar to a well-honed blade. Imposing, powerful, and above all, reliable. Wouldn't take that much to convince me that I can fish up a legendary guardian. I feel like you're kind of a match for each other, Vin. It fits your hand just like a sword. Well, I won't know if I can handle it until I try. Wait, there's a piece of paper tied to it here. By passing thusly through the hands of one master after another, shall the Tai Guang Guang reunite with the 8 wizards by fate's design. However, there may yet be others who are worthy. The question now is, will you prove among them? Well, we gotta catch a fish. This almost sounds as if whoever wrote this knew Reen would come. Let's just report back to Kukai for now. Sure.
Ready to search.
Can they just make rolling a standard in every game?
Search.
Oh,
Performing search.
performing search or something.
Wonder what I'll catch.
No! Wait, what?
Running a search.
Why is it so far away?
Shard searching.
Wonder what I'll catch.
What the hell?
All right, let's begin.
Okay. I can't get that. Clearly not. Anyways, back to Kukai for now. I need to beat up a few monsters. There's one on the right. Oh, really? Where?
Let's search around.
I did get all fishes. I'm only missing the guardian.
Running a search.
I don't see
Running a
anything.
search.
Oh,
Running
you're
a
right.
search. All right, let's begin.
Thank you. Wow. Wow. Really now? Okay.
No.
Nah, we're not fishing, Reed.
Performing search.
Performance search. We're not fishing here, boy. Calm down. If you haven't got it already. No, I got all the fishies. I got all the fishies. I'm only missing the guardian. Why you're sad? We're about to do one last fish. One last fish. One last fishing trip. Can ZOC fucking work?
Conditions ideal for shark deployment.
Like, what is this? Can you just, like, work?
Altina!
Altina! All A? All A's.
I can help.
I have caught all the fishies.
Incoming.
Don't you see them check marks?
I can help.
I can help.
Yeah, yeah. There. I will not buy thee.
Mm. I think this is Reen.
Keep at it, Reed. One more.
Don't bother.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Table.
Owie!
Yours.
I can help. Yeah. Did I make myself useful? Yes, Altina. Froze. Stay sharp.
Okay, we're done. Fast traveling. Long line. Again? Fireball is disconnecting from stream elements, and I'm just like, okay. But yes, all in A's. All in A's. Some of them are like first catch A rank. Look at that. Look at my A rank fishies. All of them. Every single one of them with a check mark. See, Rufus is a master fisherman because he just catches them in one go. Just one time. He just like catches the fishies. I like him. All the more reason. Yeah. Anyway, hee hee.
Town steeped in
Shark searching.
Why don't we go sightseeing?
Oh wait, I did get everything that I needed.
Let's search around.
Oh, it's downstairs.
Performing search.
Mhm.
Running a search.
We'll do the garden after this quest.
Our reward's been deposited.
Our rewards have
Running a
been
search.
deposited. I don't know why I heard this assholes. Not this.
No, the other side might have a better view.
The other side might have a better view. Okay, let's save up real quick. This is a Tai Guang Guang of myth, such brilliance, luster, and mirage of beauty and utility. I have become its new master. Come on now. I do know in passing a handful of fishermen who came to obtain it, but the stars never quite aligned. Even when it was in the fisher's position, we never had the chance to meet face to face. And by the time I came to know the man who had brought it out west to begin with, he had already relinquished it. Oh, that thing's oozing with style. our own God Rod at glance, but with a totally different vibe. For real, compared to the Hippo, this one feels more, I don't know, flexible, elegant. Whatever the case, now that it's in my hand, there's only one thing left to do. Use it to catch yourself a Lion King. Well, we know a roaring lion. Do we need to catch the Lion King? Why are we fishing Simba out of the pond? Someone tell me that. Such is the trial imposed upon you, I dare say. Kind of an overblown word for tossing a line into water.
Still, you can tell it's stirring something in Reen enough to confront this trial head on.
Reen. After coming this far, there's nothing that will stop me from seeing this through. As an angler and more, I will cast that Lion King as proof of my resolve. Bro, calm the fuck down. It's just a fish. Only we can cast the Lion King. Set Reen as the party leader, then use Shard Surge to locate the fish shadow in the water. Fuck you, game. What if I don't want Reen to cast a fish?
Seems like a good spot to fish.
I don't want him to be catching the fish. I want Crow to
To me,
Got
alright.
it. Right. All right, let's begin.
I feel like it's right there. Oh, it's not? Interesting. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Got you.
It's gonna take 500 million. Oh. Yo, this thing is fast as heck. Oh.
Like that. All
Yo,
right,
that thing's
let's
fast
begin.
as hell. Okay, let's try this again.
Got you.
Oh.
Yep, we've got a keeper.
If fishing at a hospital is wrong, I don't want to be right. Isn't that something that Lloyd Bannon said when he tried fishing in St. Ursula in Zero? I remember. Okay, I remember. Oh, look at all that stuff. A Serum capsule. If only Kenneth was here. Now you can say you've reeled up legendary fish in both Erbonia and Calvard. All this praise is a little much, but I could stand to pat myself on the back for this. Please make sure to wash your hand because that's fishy. Experiencing the way this guy pulled, I can see only why only this rod is a match for it. It wasn't that hot the second time. This may be the first time anybody outside of the 8 wizards has caught one. I can see now why he regarded you with such lofty hopes. Let me guess, one of the wizards was actually Yonkafai. So he expected this from me. As long as those expectations were met, I'm honored. It was like fate at work, getting to draw on all of my fishing experiences in the Empire for this crowning moment. Yeah, I said that his hand's gonna be fishy. You're just as modest as I have heard, lad. But the fact remains that now you rival the 8 wizards, a height even I never managed to scale. That's a feat you ought to celebrate loud and proud. And here I thought he was about to reveal himself as a wizard. I think he is one of them. In any case, this made for a good opportunity to face myself all over again. Thank you for providing it to me, Kukai. I was merely doing an old acquaintance a favor. You've got skills for days. I would give anything for more personal lessons. Maybe we could exchange contact infos. And oh, if you're interested, there's this fishing blog we run. Autograph, please. Oh my gosh, you guys. Damn, get a load of Mr. Popular over here. Some things never change, even in the Republic. It's not like I'm doing it on purpose. He just just caught a fish. It's just as fine as you told me, but in angling, swordplay, and the bonds he forges. Oh, he's definitely talking about Yonkafai. This is all I can do for him. The rest is for you to discuss in your own fashion.
Done and done.
Our reward's been deposited.
Yay. 10,000 Mira. I don't think it's going to go any more up, yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do is head to the garden and tackle the 8th.
Over there.
Oh.
No.
We earned it.
Yay.
We should be able to fish around here.
We're not fishing anymore, Fee. We already got all the fishies that we need. So there is absolutely no reason for us to go and fish again. Wrong.
Shot searching.
Mm, I think I keep going the wrong way.
Let's search around.
Norton! Project Star Taker. Okay, let's save here real quick and then head to the garden. What kind of fuckery awaits? I wonder. I know I said we're gonna keep it to the end, but honestly, I would be less best if it crashed while in the garden and not doing story stuff. Where's Anyas? Where's Ren? I don't system either, huh? Why do you guys look so grim? Neither Anyas nor Ren seems to be here. I can only assume they have their reasons. Still, the timing of it all nags at me a little. According to Elaine, the two of them split off from Van's group after getting called to the capital. Even then, the fact that they can't access the garden from the capital is somewhat concerning. There must be a reasonable explanation. Not saying it's wrong to worry about or anything, but I don't think sticking our noses in would be the best look on us. Yeah. For now, let's just keep a tap on them and carry on as usual. Like I said, I think I have already given up on
Just tell me whatever you need. Let's get you prepared. Here's our selection.
Here's our selection.
Thanks. Here's our selection.
Huh? Really? Oh, let
Much
me.
appreciated. You can't go wrong with any of these.
I knew it. My Howies. Oh, come on. Really? Running out. Is she gonna join us? I don't want to give her stuff and then she won't end up joining us. I'm choking. Okay.
Much appreciated. Here's our selection. Much appreciated. You can't go wrong with any of these.
Okay, there's nothing.
Thanks. Looking for a challenge?
Just making sure everyone's optimal. I do want to get more caffeine, but gosh, should I go get
Being in
myself
the
more
bus
caffeine?
is quite freeing, actually.
Can't beat this.
Oh my god. 8 leaves, one play. One play.
Just what the doctor.
Just what the doctor ordered. Ooh, I love it. Oh my god, my heart. My heart.
Just tell me whatever you need. Come back anytime.
Okay. We have not seen any orb momentums. We can do that. I don't know. Is it relevant? Because honestly, I do not think it is. Let's do some decryption. I have been very hard at like the grinding
I
before.
take it you'd like something. All right, let's begin.
Side by
This glimmering.
It's glimmering.
This is
Oh.
a magnificent hall.
Oh, we should got something.
Leave it to me.
And my tokens are gone again.
Decryption complete. What do you think?
What? What attire?
You don't have enough tokens.
Okay. My tokens.
Want to check your schedule, eh?
I don't really need to.
I'll take good care of it.
She'll take good care of it.
Don't mind if I do.
Yay.
My thanks, Van.
I appreciate it.
Oh?
Thanks.
For me?
Nice. Nice. Max?
You're too kind.
Nice. I love this.
Well, aren't you?
Just maxing people with the shard cards.
My thanks.
Thank you.
Just 25?
Treasure it always.
Huh?
Oh, thanks.
We're definitely gonna max someone out when we do the bonds.
I'll keep it safe, Green.
Aw. So sweet.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks a bunch.
My gratitude.
Thank you.
Ah, so close. So close. Okay. We can do this because honestly, I think they might max out. So just do it while we're here. I'm gonna get ready to cry. Eastern rice cakes kick ass. I love how puffy they are. That bamboo grass is pretty unique, but it tastes really good. I bet this would make great field rations. My master used to make them all the time when I was still training under him. Then he would work me to the bone, and, well, let's just say the rice cakes didn't always stay in my stomach. Oh, holy, we did not need that visual beam. You're not seriously looking back on that fondly, are you? Anyway, there's not only what's ahead, so let's make sure we replenish our energy while we can. Sure, we had a good, healthy breakfast, but climbing up these mountains burns a whole lot of calories. Don't worry, this place has tons of good food. Last time I was here, Elise and I ate way too much. That right. Then you'd better give us a grand tour while we look for souvenirs. He said they ate a lot, not they purchased a lot of shit. The egg yolks and egg white mix in your mouth is so creamy. I think your eggs turned out the best, Reen. Yeah, mine were too hard and Fee's too soft. That's our hot spring hops for you. It's just because I used to make them for snacks back home. And hey, regardless of their texture, your eggs are still plenty delicious. You're only saying that because you came out on top. We'd better use the leftovers to surpass this egg tyrant and bring about a new era. Right, let's destroy him. Bring it on. I love that smug face. Holy shit. I have never seen Reen do like that kind of face before. These hot springs mantos, right? I heard they need bamboo charcoals into them. I can't get over how they roasted black sesame bean paste and the moist skin. Ugh, I'm starting to sound like Van. Sounds like he's got quite a sweet tooth. One of these days, I would love to sit down with him and have a chat. Same. Too bad we could just do it in the garden, seeing as we're all trying to stay out of each other's way. That said, he strikes me as the kind of guy that would get along just fine with us Class 7 folks, I agree. And I would love to hear more about his friggin' business. It's pretty similar to what you do. I bet the difference alone would give you plenty of stuff to talk about. Personality-wise, I bet he would get along with Ash too. And hopefully, I'll have a chance to introduce him to everyone eventually. Including the new and old Class 7. Aww. I'm getting emotional. My muse. I miss her. I had no idea they were serving tea at the temple. The bitter flavor is perfect complement to all these sweets. And that tea ceremony the lady did when she poured the tea was practically aerobatics. So cool. You know, back in the day, my master actually taught me how to do it for fun between training sessions. I remember when he ended up accidentally pouring some on my head. Talk about a disaster. Is it just me or do all of your memories of him actually kind of suck? Crow, don't ruin the fun for him. I guess you had your fun seeing how nostalgic you are for them. The guy certainly seems like a playful old man, not continuing your little trainer exercise. Yeah, he definitely likes to have his fun, even during rigorous training sessions. When I was a child, I felt there was always something playful about him. Man, just talking about it really takes me back. We used to have snowball fights on the mountain behind his house as a way to train my eyes. Sometimes I would have to take care of a bear cub that had been separated from its mother and try to get it home without endangering either of us. What the hell, Reen? We would even spar along while snowboarding down the mountain. Are you okay? Are you serious? How was any of that sword training? It must have worked, seeing as how he mastered the first level by the time he enrolled at Thor's. Still, it is honestly pretty surprising he trained you like that, given that he's the former head of Ikaruga. Though I guess seeing how Shizuna turned out, maybe it's not all that shocking. He never did tell me about his past. Anytime I'd ask, he would find a way to push me off. I think he went through a lot, and that's probably why he started the 8-leaf school in the first place. But now that same man is scheming behind the scenes here in the Republic and blocking my path.
Hey, just remember, man, you're not alone.
I'm gonna cry.
We all know how important this is for you, so we aren't planning to get in your way, but know that we will offer you our support. And that goes for Altina, Toa, and everyone else in Class 7.
That was not even Class 7. Oh, my eyes.
Yeah, I know. And it means a lot. But first, we have to get to him. Either way, I hope you'll witness my battle. That should give my blade the power it needs for me to win. I'm sure of it.
You will, Bean, you will.
Of course we will.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll get through this. Together.
Because we're Class 7 and we're the finest Erebonia has to offer. Oh, this is getting me so emotional. They try to purchase more of their favorite snacks off the tour as gifts for their friends back in the Empire. Hell yeah. Then they made up with the others to resume work. Yay. They should be maxed out by now, I think. No? What? Okay, I guess. We'll need another gift or maybe another gym shard. Shard card. Gift card shard. Whatever. Ah, they have definitely got me emotional. 12 bond maxed.
We earned it.
We did. Yay. Okay. I already saw all of them, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, I missed one for fairy. Okay, let's do that one. Connection piece use. I think when I was crashing out the other day, when I was like trying to beat Walter and the skeletons, I just like lost my shit and just like, just wandered around, caught some fish and just grinded in the garden and just like watched the bonds. But then I watched the orbs. Oh, interesting. Oh, this is from. Oh, okay. This is from the previous route. I thought this was from like earlier routes. Pistachios is super high quality. Okay. That's a lot of nuts, Fairy. She's making baklava? Oh my god. Farida, I had no idea. I think this is the first time he ever called her Farida, actually. No idea that you can make baklava, the Central East famous traditional pastry. Princess Jita got me addicted a few months ago, and let me tell you, it is impossible to track them down in the capital. Why didn't you tell me this sooner? How could you keep this from me? Because you'll act like this. I wouldn't go as far as saying I could make it. I just used to help out a little when Umi made some. When I thought back on it, I got the urge to try and make some myself. But I don't really know where to start without Umi. Umi basically just means mom, guys. Mind if I help then? I have looked up the recipe and cooking tips for it a bunch of times. Combine that with your memories, and I bet we could take a decent stab at it. I would love your help. First, we gotta do the prep. I don't even know how to make baklava, honestly. Making the dough for baklava is something we've got to learn for when we get married. When mom got engaged, dad, she practiced really hard. I guess now that you've finished your adornment ceremony, this is the perfect time for you to start practicing, huh? I'm gonna grind these nuts. The dough's nice and heavy now, too. Okay. We gotta spread the ground nuts evenly on the dough. I don't even know how to make baklava, guys. Hey, you put the syrup after it's done. You've got to get your head in the game. This is just a trial we must overcome to attain the pinnacle of sweet flavor. Oh my god, you two. It should take around 20 minutes to bake. It already smells so good. It's not going to explode or anything, is it? It will be fine. Thanks, Agnes. Helps to have a pie bro in the kitchen. It's not exactly the same recipe, but I did bake with Mom all the time when I was little. Now has the syrup finished boiling? This doesn't look like enough. We're imagining things. Just how much did you sample? I told you not to have too much. My bad, I'll make more. Well, she can be pretty scary. Damn, Agnes. It's just baklava, girl. Wow, that actually looks really, really good. Those are ginormous baklawas, though. Pistachio smells so good. I can't believe I made something like this. This is your family's recipe, right? Doesn't it look just incredible, Van? Yeah, not often you have freshly baked baklava. No time like the present. Let's get everyone together and have ourselves a pastry party. I'll prepare some tea. Everyone enjoy some delicious baklavas. Oh, holy. Oh my gosh. He's going on it. Even with Anya's helpanato, it's definitely not as good as a real chef would make. Come on, Barry. That was really good. Not to mention the satisfaction of cooking it yourself is its own secret spice. Now then, have you collected your thoughts? Of course not. Mom once told me that baking can help clear your mind. She was right. I think this helped me figure out some things out. Really? The soldier woman we fought earlier. Even if you put her aside, her unfamiliar equipment, it was clear she was really skilled. Maybe even as good as my brother. Okay. No one in the Red Constellation or Zephyr matches his description, that's for sure. And the one person whom I have isn't with us anymore. It's Ida. Guys, I'm telling you, it's definitely Ida. Yeah. I had no idea someone like her existed. Someone with her skills. Someone who can devote themselves to their mission while still fighting fair. That world really is vast. And Hero thought you were worried about her. I taken him off the mark. It's just, I learned all too well how important it is to think things through during the last incident. I'm not just going to suddenly be as strong as my brother or that soldier. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to fight when I next encounter her. I have been wrecking my brain about this the whole time. How am I going to bring all of my strength together to face her? My skills cultivated as a warrior of the Kruga. The new shot techniques I have been learning, and all of my friends at Arkwright Solutions. Huh? Oh my, this is getting me emotional. Might be a bit dangerous to have warfare on the brain while baking sweets, though, if I'm being honest. I told you I didn't accidentally mix the gunpowder into the dough or anything.
Of course, I am curious about that woman. About who she is.
I think she's Zaida. I'm gonna be really sad if it
Still,
really turns
that's
out to
not
be
the most
her.
important thing right now. Not now that we know it's threatening Anchorville. I can ask her all the questions I want after I've disarmed her. And that should help us learn more about the vestiges, too.
Hopefully.
Van? What's wrong? You're looking at me funny.
You've really grown, Fairy. You've really grown up. She has. And you got this far not just because you're a warrior, but because you walked your own path. Oh my god, to someone like me who works in the shadows and runs away from the things I need to face. You're a real inspiration.
I've still got a long way to go. I've got work to do if I want to be able to hold my head up high in front of my brother, Ubby, or that woman. I know all this stuff is still going on, but I hope you'll continue to look out for me.
Of course. I know she was she's mature, but she's definitely surpassed my expectations. I noticed you made a whole other mess of baklava. What say we cut that one too? It looked incredible.
Sorry, but I'm sending that one back to everyone in the Jaeger Corps.
Aww.
Chloe's already helped me arrange for it to be shipped.
Aww. Wait. Didn't you say something about learning to make baklava during domestic training back in Central East?
Yeah, that's right. But I didn't want it to show up unannounced, so I already got in touch with Ubby earlier on my...
Okay.
Bad Arkwright. I believe I already warned you.
Oh my god. Is that what you think?
That's exactly what it looks like.
It is not. Can you move too fast? Despite his mounting panic, Van managed to clear the misunderstanding with Hassan, prolonging his life for another day. Then, after finishing his baklava, which tasted all the sweeter, he returned to work. Yay! We make Sharaf! Hell yeah! Nice. Ooh, we got another recipe. Oh, I think that is the one that I was missing. Okay.
Well done.
Okay. A connection event. Mm, yeah. Ooh. Not exactly. So what, Swen? Oh, yeah, from our time from Aramis. Of course not. What are you talking about, Swen? It's a good chance to get to know you a little better. I actually really loved Nadia's bond. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Maybe things are different now, but basketball wasn't really a thing where I grew up. In some remote place, right? Hence the dialect. I was born and raised in Emerald City, one of the free cities. As for my dialect, my mom was from way out in the sticks. Oh, okay, I see. You're thinking about your time back at the academy. Yeah, most likely. I guess so. It wasn't for very long, but I did get a glimpse of what it would have been like a normal teen. But honestly think I would ever get to experience something like that, not after everything I have done. And the more reasons to treasure those memories. You guys still have your futures ahead of you. I'm sure the time you spent at the academy will prove valuable going forward. You don't have to tell me twice. Nadia and I are going to carve out our own future. No more hesitation. But why the sudden interest? You're being strangely nice. Am I? That's certainly not my intention. Oh, this was before we went to the ruin. I'm not gonna say and pretend I know what you've been through. But I guess I have a hard time feeling like we're strangers when I think about the life you have led. I made a mistake that cost me someone dear to me. Never have been able to make it up to their family. Aw, Kevin, stop it. Then I chose a path that would dirty my hands. I guess you're different from me, though. You have managed to make it up to her. He's just like me. Which is why I don't want you to have the same regrets I do. That's about the whole of him. Though I suppose it ain't any of my business. Don't worry, I get what you're trying to say. Thanks for looking out for me. But you don't have to worry. I'm not letting go of the path I chose. Glad to hear it. You've got a strength I don't. And I doubt you'll ever lose it. What's that we cut this break short and head back?
Hey, can I ask you something? Your partner forgave you, and you even found a way forward all your own. Why try and throw it all away now?
It just has to be who I was for this mission, temporarily. Once I wrap things up here, everything will be back to.
No, you know it doesn't work like that. You know these things aren't just temporary. Don't tell me. The reason you're looking out for me, the reason you're respecting our oath is...
I've got no ulterior motives behind what I have said. Maybe you're right that things won't just go back to how they used to be, depending on how this goes. But for me, getting back to how things were is part of my mission, and not that something that you have to worry about.
Is that so? Then I guess I'll take your considerations to heart, if nothing else.
Works for me. Aw, that was sweet.
Maybe it's a little late for me to say this, but I get the feeling that you and I can come to understand each other.
Well, I don't see why not. But there are still things that neither of us can afford to back down on. As long as you're fine with that, and I'll be glad to have you.
Yeah.
I don't want to cry.
Likewise, Kevin.
I don't want to cry. After rediscovering the things that they had in common, Kevin and Sue returned to patrolling Tharbad. That was so beautiful. Yay! Hell yeah. We are so close to like maxing out everyone. That is kind of insane. My second playthrough is gonna be so easy. So easy. Okay. Ouroboros, I'm pretty sure we have seen every single one of them. I have not seen the orbs. I mean, we could do that. I think I've only seen this one. Young Conqueror of the Dazzling City. Oh, okay. We've already seen songs my mother taught me. Let's watch this one. The Young Conqueror of the Dazzling City. Logan Khan, a name that none would dare say speak aloud. However, roughly 40 years ago in Calvaris province, May, the city of Langbert, know this name as one to excel with honor and respect. The catalyst was an incident at Hilong Chintai, a place not far from Langbert where septium had long been produced in underground mine. After the Orber Revolution demanded for septium skyrocketed, and Heiwei decided to take initiative in modernizing Calvert. However, foul spirits known as Gui began to appear in the shadows of the giant concrete housing complexes, terrorizing the miners and their families. With transportation routes shipping lanes being attacked, Heiwei sent Fang Shi, martial artist Xing Shou, to subdue the Gui. But the spirits disseminated them so thoroughly that even Yin, the most famous figure in the underworld, was at loss for what to do. Heiwei and its elders were in a state of distress and wondered if it was perhaps time to lean on the strength of the Republic. It was at this moment that a spirited, handsome young man stepped forth and proclaimed,
My name is Logan Khan. Remember it from this day forth.
also helped them out and just like demanded that they
Not
worship
turn
him.
to outsiders to solve this plight. I and I alone will clear away the disaster that has befallen the dazzling city.
Okay. Perhaps from some small amount of Western blood in him. His resplendent hair was red as blood ran ablaze, and captured the hearts of all who saw him. Thus, it was that young man, with Heiwei and Yin at his back, drove out the Gui running rampant around Langport. He even defeated the giant monstrosity that lurked in the eroded cave and thought to be the foul spirit's leader. Oh. Oh, so he was the hero? From the eroded cave story? Interesting. The man's intense skills, overwhelming strength, and irresistible charisma captured the hearts and souls of all who met him. The people of Langport and Hilong Chensai were convinced that he was second coming of a figure who had appeared to them in troubled times. They granted the young man a throne and the title of king, that his word would surpass the authority of mere mayors and governors.
All of Heiwei shall now know you by the prestigious name of Lagun Khan, the Conqueror.
Oh, so Heiwei did this, okay.
Ruler of all, whose every command we shall follow. A great man to guide us, our mighty tyrant.
I resolutely accept this mantle. As I am yet young, I will no doubt require much assistance.
However, I have no intention of lingering on details and minutiae. Simply still your tongues and follow me, my lord!
Wow. And then he really became a tyrant. Oh, okay. Oh, that was it. Interesting. The searing flare and the glacial rime. Oh, we're getting the lore of Celeste and Leon. The Dominions, those who bear marks of power. Those members of the Growzator are miracle bringers whose order has persisted through the past millennium. However, they tend to act alone, outside of occasions where they need to travel by air in the Merkaba. The power contained in their stigmas make traveling alone much easier. It is relatively uncommon to see knights and squires working outside of very small groups, even less common to see dominions working together. Further, it is even more unlikely to see a pair truly learn to cooperate and think of each other as partners for an extended period of time. Nevertheless, in the current era, 2 centuries into the still young millennium, there existed two such unique stigma bearers: the searing flare and the glacial rime. Their contrasting natures may ultimately be the reason fate saw fit to bring them together. Their stories contrast in much the same way, parallel yet uneven. The woman now known as the Searing Flare was once a girl from a provincial town on the outskirts of the continent. Born and raised in the slums, she had no family to speak of. Aww. But she took care of the other orphans, and they looked up to her like a big sister. In order to survive in such a place, theft and violence were daily occurrences, but the children made sure to not cross certain lines. A traveling nun would sometimes come by visit, and though the girl found her annoying, she cared deeply for her and all the other children. When the girl was about 13 years old, she and the rest of the children fell prey to a human trafficking group and were kidnapped. Upon finding out, the traveling nun immediately flew to their aid and given no thoughts whatsoever to the danger it may pose to herself. Was that also Ayn? Meanwhile, the traffickers were preparing to torment the poor girl. As they approached her, her stigma suddenly awakened. In an overwhelming display of force, a sea of raging flames engulfed the men. Their screams of agony began to frighten the other children, and shaken by how they now looked at her with fear, the girl's flames began to dim. Taking advantage of the situation, the first of the traffickers to be attacked by the flames aimed his pistol at the girl, and a dull shot rang out. And as the girl looked down, she saw the traveling nun, Sister Ortisia, laying on the ground before her, a bloody hole in her body. Wait, is that she took her last name?
Damn it. I was too late.
Wait, that's Bearguard. That's Bearguard. The little girl slowly processed what was happening. A barely middle-aged priest ran up to the scene. He quickly knocked the man with the gun unconscious and examined the nun. However, it was eminently clear that she was mortally wounded.
Thank the goddess. You're all safe. Please, live. Give meaning to the fact that you were brought into this world.
Why? Why did they have to make it so sad?
Don't give me that crap! What's the point if you just die instead?
Silly. Oh my god. The man now known as the Glacial Rime was once a boy born in the Erponian Empire. The third son of a viscount, even from a young age, he would often speak as if he could see right through people. So he was ruthless from the start, got it. He could also predict misfortune and perform feats impossible for a human being. This led to those around him, even his family, shunning the boy.
That uncle of mine and the rest of your family are a cruel lot. If no one else will, allow me to be your ally.
Amid all this, there was one soul who treated him with kindness, a young man who was his cousin, from another branch of the family. But even this kindness was false, as he had a loathsome hidden agenda, and even more horrific dark side. The years before a loathsome cult had eradicated in a secret international operation, and he was one of its priests. Oh my god! Having escaped detection, in order to gain power enough to rebuild his cult, he sought to force the boy's power out of control to kill the Viscount's family. But the boy, despite once admiring his cousin's keen intellect, saw through to his true objective before that could come to pass. The boy successfully took hold of the power spilling out of him and manifested it in a freezing flame.
You monster! Ah!
But even after freezing his cousin, all the remnants of his cult, solid, the power overflowing from the boy would not cease.
Right. I'm nothing more than a monster. It would be best if the provincial army dealt with me.
Oh my god, Leon, no. Caught in a spiraling mix of fear and desperation, the boy was snapped back to his senses when a deep, warm voice called out to him.
Thank goodness I made it in time. You need not worry any longer, lad.
It is Bear God.
Who are you?
I'm gonna cry, what the hell? With that, the incident was resolved, and the boy's cousin, along with the rest of the remaining cult members, were placed under arrest. Despite the boy having such both families from his cousin, they feared a scandal and continued to vilify him as a monster. Enraged at this, the elderly priest roared at them like a lion, then took the bewildered young boy to his new home in a faraway country. It was under the old lion's tutelage where the searing flare and the glacial rime would finally meet. They became sibling pupils only 3 years apart in age, though in the beginning they got along like oil and water. A year later, they were assigned to an incident in northwest Zemuria. After many trials, they completed their mission, and their relationship improved ever so slightly. They were each granted a Merkaba. Since then, they have spent many years working together and have formed a mutual bond of trust, likes of which is hard to come by. Oh, that was so beautiful. Oh my god. That was so beautiful. I was not expecting that. I have not seen these before. I've seen the song my mother taught me and the Logan Khan one, but I did not see the rest when I was playing on my own. Emilia, the Queen of Skies. This is the story of a woman known as the Queen of the Skies. In recent years, Calver's Armored Aviation Division could easily be considered the main pillar of the Republican Army's military force. Its basic formation include winds and orbital tanks for their high mobility, and the Avior gunships for their suppression abilities despite their light armor. The Army's utter annihilation at the hands of the superpowered Purple Ion and Crossbow's bid for independence taught it a hard lesson. Holy shit, that was all the way back in Adger. That's insane. Thus, it improved the capabilities of its all aircraft and developed the Avior 2 for use in troop transports covering holes in the strategy. That is, until the greatest rival, the Erebonian Empire, unveiled not only its heavy tank battalion, but man-humanoid mix, the Panzer Soldats. Further, the Republic's flagship, a 200-hour-class airships known as the Baiting Kaitos, was drafted by the Empire's 250-hours-class Gargantua. In tactical simulation against the Imperials, the Republican Army win rate continued to fall. Naturally, the Republic wasn't standing idle. It collaborated with the Verne Company and the Institute of Science to develop the next-gen armaments. However, it was still clear as day that this initiative would not produce results in time for a full-scale all-out war with the Erebonian Empire. Then came September 1st, 1206. Wait, was that Jormungand? Or was that the Civil War? The fateful day the Imperial Army invaded the Republic of Calvard, what would eventually become known as Battle of Jormungand. The fiercest fighting was the Crossbellian front, where the Republican army faced 350,000 Erebonian troops with only 280,000 of their own. And beyond the heavy tanks and panzer soldats, the Imperials also had new battleships and massive railway cannons deployed. The Republican Army's front collapsed almost immediately, threatening to leave Calvert itself wide open to the Imperial Army's forces. However,
I'll send him a message. Like hell you're getting in here.
without warning, an old returned Avior model gunship named the Lux Raider tore through the Imperial forces' airspace. Despite their strong defenses, the Empire's airships were sluggish, leaving them open for for the Lux Raider to draftily fire on the gap in their armor. Pivoted to its next target is destroy the enemy's heavy tanks with concentrated Gantling fire focused on their weak points above the turrets.
Oh, hey! Didn't see you guys there.
The most difficult enemies would be the Empire's Panzer Soldat, especially the new Crystal model since it was equipped with flight capabilities. Oh, that was the new ones, like the enhanced versions. They were fast as heck. I need to clean my glasses, guys. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Its flight range was limited, but it's not nimble than a gunship. Deployed with a they can hurt us if they can't hit us mentality. As her fellow gunships were being shot down one by one, the Lux Raider's pilot immediately devised an insane combat maneuver. With several flying Panzer Soldat closing in from behind, she pointed the Lux Raider nose straight up at the sky and shot upward, putting the sun at her ship's belly, then spun it into a sharp cross-screw, completing a 180-degree flip at a dizzying speed. She's insane. The Soldat lost sight of the gunship after its unexpected maneuver, an ominous thought in their heads. They turned to check their rear cameras. And there was the gunship having taken position behind them with its Gantling barrels at its full spin.
That pilot's a madman.
Adieu.
Spinning like ballerinas, the Gantling barrels launched round after round of armor-piercing bullets, tearing through the lightweight Soldat like paper. It was a little more than a one-sided slaughter, devoid of any semblance of joy. And yet, she continued to hold the trigger until she had ensured the enemy was down. It was her duty as a soldier for the sake of her country.
Sorry, but I'm afraid I can't do things the way he did.
Oh, she's talking about Rindern though, the Civil War? As she took down at the wreckage of the Panzer Soldats plummeting to the ground, she recalled the Ashen mechs she had seen a year and a half prior. Oh my god. Too many tears in my eyes. A young hero pilot in a machine called the Divine Knight took down a gunship squad with careful strikes, grounding them without a single
I
casualty.
would have liked to go toe-to-toe with him if you were here. But I guess there must have been some pact behind the scenes. If that's how it's going to be, then I'll just have to finish things up.
Damn, Amelia. It was then that her eyes, sharp as a hawk's, caught the sight of the Imperial Army's gargantua airship that had been deployed to the front. Armed with countless weapons, it was a veritable flying fortress on that would be the nigh impossible for a single fighter to take. But if she could drop even just one of them, it could turn the tide of the battle. She had to try. I'm getting emotional at this, I don't know why. She gave her battle-hardened gunship crew, at least those who were still conscious after her absurd maneuver a moment ago, their final orders.
All hands, listen up. We're going to target that giant airship. Ready parachutes for evac. I'll need you to hang in there with me to the last second. Then make sure you get out of here in one piece.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am!
The Battle of Jormungand records of the Calvarian Air Force gunship the Lux Raider, captained by Air Force Captain Emilia Haring, shut down 7 mid-sized airships, 12 heavy tanks, 8 flight-capable Panzer Soldat, and 10 grounded Panzer Soldat. Additionally, the damage to a Grandchild-class airship forced it to retreat. The Lux Raider was then caught in the shockwaves from enemy railway cannon fire. This, combined with the briar damage taken, resulted in a crash. All personnel escaped thanks to Captain Haring, stabilizing the airship. She, however, was seriously wounded, requiring 3 months of recovery. After those 3 months, Captain Haring was discharged from the hospital, but retired from service due to lingering medical complications. President Rocksmith, near the end of his term, awarded the Order of the Chevalier and promoted her to what would be her final rank, Major. Oh. And so stories were told throughout the ranks of the Republican Army about Emilia, Queen of the Skies, an unsung hero of the war. 2 years and 4 months later, the eyes of the world are upon her once again, and it remains unclear what exactly she has been doing in the interim. That was actually pretty nice. Huh?
Well done.
Nice. Hmm? I actually want to see this. The Moonlight Horse Final Curtain. Ancient statue revealed. Mission. Wait, is this for Kevin? I think this is for Kevin. Meeting at the Zemurian mines. Wait, is that freaking Ian Grimwood? Wait, I think that's the General Morgan. That kind of looked like Schmidt and Russell and Hamilton. And like the guy from Janus Royal Academy, the headmaster. That looks like Ian Grimwood next to Schmidt, but it also could be General Morgan. Meeting of the Zemurian mines. I think that's Ian Grimwood. Guys, I guess we can continue watching these now. I'm very intrigued, honestly. They're very beautiful.
Well, this is probably it for us. The Bernard brothers, Gold Lion Luago, and Old Shadow Hunter have all been taken out. Huh. Wonder what these guys' deal is. The Pyromaniac and the young swordsman are seriously bad news.
The armored woman is rather impressive as well. Though I find that bob-haired boy who goes around taunting everyone quite insufferable.
Baby Lucrezia?
You took a direct hit from one of his attacks earlier. Are you alright?
I'll be fine. The tendon is still intact.
Oh my god, baby Sharon!
More importantly, it is only a matter of time before they arrive. It is highly likely our end is near. Should we not at least come up with a plan to take them down with us?
Yes, I suppose you're right. I've long been prepared for the end, given the trade we're involved with. Come to think of it, though, this is a good opportunity for you. Why not take advantage of this whole mess and leave this life behind? You don't have any need for loyalty to an organization that only calls you by an alias, refusing to even give you a name.
The Severing Eclipse, yeah? I'm told it's meant to evoke the idea of a messenger of death or something like that.
Oh, this
Bosses
is
were
before they
always
became part of
stubborn,
Ouroboros.
So caught up on these dumb generational titles, they didn't realize what a pain it is to leave someone nameless.
I've never considered it an inconvenience myself. But that aside, what happened to the Masters? If they took command of the remaining members, we might have a chance.
That may very well be true. Perhaps they've simply given up at this point. It's rather disappointing that the three most elite members of a famous clan of assassins have done next to nothing this whole time.
Oh, them? They turned tail and ran.
What?
Yes. Earlier this morning. Right after they told me to hang back and fight till every last one of us was dead.
Wow. That was
Well, right
horrid.
now, I'm willing to bet all three of them are on their way to meet the goddess.
Elroy, did you?
Guilty. I had a fresh new batch of poison whipped up, and it seemed like the perfect occasion to give it a try. I went and laced some of their favorite things with just enough so as not to draw any attention. A neurotoxin, harmless to anyone else who touches it. But when it comes into contact with oil from the target's skin, it slowly vaporizes. And by the time you realize something's wrong with your central nervous system, it's already too late to stop the imminent respiratory failure.
What have you done?
Oh, you're as awful as ever, aren't you? Come to think of it, I suppose that would make you the highest ranking member the Order has left, no? Now it all makes sense.
That's right. As its new leader, I've decided the Order of the Moonlight Horse will surrender completely to Ouroboros. They may be newcomers, only 10 or so years under their belt, but how long an organization's been around isn't always a good measure of its merit. That said, we'll only surrender after we've stuck it out long enough to make it clear just how much we're worth. We do that, and it makes sense for them to give us special treatment afterward.
Are you really so sure it'll go so smoothly? Still, why not? I'll see where this takes me.
Time to decide, Kruger. You can either try and get revenge for your fallen masters, or you can set all that aside and follow my lead. Maybe one day you'll actually be able to make your own decisions, but for now I'll give you a break and whittle it down to the 2 options.
Oh dear. Yet another unreasonable choice, is it?
What you guys up to? You sure seem like you're having fun.
That looks like Campanella.
Not now, Mel.
Oh, it's fucking
I told you
Melchior.
to stay out of this, didn't I?
He's
There
kinda
are
cute,
lots of
though.
dangerous people on the way, so be a good boy and go play with the other children.
Aw, come on. How come you guys get to have all the fun, huh? I'm pretty good with a knife, you know. Kruger's even complimented me on it before, haven't you?
That was...
I went and put out Uncle Elroy's new poison for him, and I know how to use Red Cease distractions, too. See? I can help, right?
Oh dear.
He's so fucking
Perhaps
obsessed.
it wasn't the best idea to give in to all your pleading after all.
Oh, what the hell. Sure, come along with us. I'll even overlook the fact you snuck into my lab. Right then, what do you all say we go get everyone together and have ourselves some fun? One last curtain call for the Order of the Moonlight Horse, our beloved piece of shit home.
Wow. Wow. That was so insane. I bet this is gonna make me bawl my eyes out. Oh, 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 oh. It is year 1199 of the Septian calendar. The Grosvenor and clandestine organization, something organization within the Septian Church Congregation for the Sacraments, has been given a rather unusual mission. 12 of their numbers with special powers, the Dominions, were given command of nearly 1,000 knights to retrieve certain ancient artifacts. But although the troops were provided for use by all the Dominions to escort any knights or squires and set out on their own, the 2 in question were the Second Dominion and the Fifth. One, a man in his mid-20s who has recently been appointed vice commander, and the other, a young man of 18 who had been in his role just over a year. Oh,
My word. Isn't it simply exquisite?
that's Thomas?
It would appear to be from the age of animism, well before even the Great Collapse. And the fact that no diagnostic device can even begin to analyze it. Oh my, it's just so fascinating. I'm practically giddy.
He's definitely Thomas.
There he goes again. Once he gets started, nothing can shut this guy up. Anyways, seems like this one's different from the statue over in Nord, yeah?
Oh.
That one was a lot bigger, but it didn't seem like it had anything inside.
Yeah, they
Very
said it was
true.
hollow.
Even when we scanned it, it didn't appear to have anything to hide. However, I actually found the fact that there was nothing there to be rather suspicious in and of itself. Incidentally, there's another statue about the same size on an uninhabited island off the coast of Ordis.
Brionia Island.
Yeah, I heard about that one. Never seen it for myself, though. Either way, I guess that means there's definitely some difference between this one and the 2 of those. Given that this one's impossible to analyze, well, it's just like an artifact in that regard.
Indeed. However, despite that, it still doesn't neatly fit the definition of an artifact. This Titan may have completed its objective, or perhaps was unable to complete it, and then simply fell dormant. It really makes the heart stir to imagine all the exciting possibilities, doesn't it?
I guess.
Well, looking at the thing, it does seem like it might have been quite the sight back in its prime. I definitely would have killed for a toy like this when I was a kid. Seriously, though, what the heck is this thing? The villagers nearby seem to revere it, though. How'd you get them to agree to let us take it?
Easily enough. The local vicar helped me convince everyone that we'll be taking very good care of it. I was glad to find him a very reasonable man. Pointless interchurch disagreements are, unfortunately, all too common in our line of work.
You could say that again. I've lost count on how many times I've wished the Congregation for Divine Worship would just let us do our jobs already. But all that aside, they made the right call to have us take care of it once things started to get suspicious here. It also lowers the risk of these cult freaks getting their grubby hands on it, since apparently they don't know when to quit.
So, it's the heretic hunter and the partitioner.
Okay.
You took our brethren from us, and we're going to avenge them right here. Right.
And then the statue will be ours. Maybe it'll even grant us the power to bring down the goddess.
Getting a bit ahead of yourself there, don't you think, pal?
I'd certainly say so. Well then, how about we take care of our secondary mission while we have the opportunity? Completing last year's eradication operation by eliminating the remnants of the DG cult.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
Better not underestimate us.
Bow down before true wisdom.
Sure, buddy. The ancient statue retrieval mission. Really? Oh, wait. Oh, so he was known as the heretic hunter back then. Interesting. Ah, this is the last one. Meetings of the Zemirian Minds. 14 years ago, an international meeting known as the Pan-Zemirian Intellectual Forum was held. It was organized by the NGO called the International Cooperation Organization. The ICO, despite being new, they attracted many notable attendees. All three of the FC's disciples joined: Professor Russell of Liberal, Professor Schmidt of Erebonia, and Professor Hamilton of Calvert. Also in attendance was Dean Collins, an accomplished scholar from Liberal, Mr. Alfred Herschel, Oh, that was Herschel? That was Grandpa? The conference also attracted enormous experts from across the fields of the humanitarian and the sciences. Its goal was open discussion on how development technology and international relations would affect Cimmeria in the years to come. However, the event didn't conclude without amount of drama.
I can't believe you'd have the audacity to propose such a thing, Gerhard.
Who's that?
Were you not satisfied by all the orbital tanks you've made?
Russell?
Or the new line of heavy tanks you're already developing?
You've no grounds to criticize me for that, Russell. Or are you going to claim you weren't the first one to militarize airships?
I really love the Dominions one.
You're working with the Foundation on your own radical new airship design. Not that I expect it to amount to much.
Wow.
Professor Russell, Professor Schmidt, please let us get back to the matter at hand. I'm sure both your countries have their reasons, but this is neither the time nor the place for such things.
Agreed. It's important that we discuss these matters from a place of understanding, or rather from a place of wisdom. Otherwise, we risk finding ourselves at the mercy of an increasingly tempestuous world.
Well said, Collins.
We mustn't lose sight of the most important thing here: humanity as a whole. Just as the stars shift about the heavens, so too do the hearts of men. The foundation we sit upon will always remain the same.
Just as the stars shift about the heavens, so too do the hearts of men. But the foundation was set upon will always remain the same. Wow!
Yes, you're both right.
That is...
No matter how much technology may evolve, we must never forget that its ultimate goal is in service to humanity.
On that, at least, we agree. However, the technological singularity will arrive before long.
This is Schmidt.
Though it's not ready for practical application just yet, orbital computation is clearly one of the fastest developing fields in technology right now.
Would that be Russell or
On
Hamilton?
top of that, networking technology will undoubtedly begin to connect cities and even the entire continent. When that happens, it will change not only society, but how people live. All the more reason we need to be clear on the purpose behind our work.
I agree. I'm sure there will come a time when we'll have to ask ourselves all over again. What is man?
An important question. Not only from a philosophical perspective, but also from a socio-political one. I suggest we revisit the topic this afternoon.
Herschel?
What utter foolishness!
No
Why can't you
birds?
see that shackling yourselves to such tepid ideas will only hinder true progress? The singularity. We've no need to sit here wringing our hands over it. What we should be doing is hastening its arrival. The artificial intelligence born from such potential could easily evolve on its own to reach a level of knowledge on par with the goddess.
Wait, are they talking about Elysium?
And if we humans are swallowed up by it, that simply means we were never worthy in the first place, now doesn't it?
Or is he talking about the astral code?
What are you saying?
How dare you?
You certainly have some interesting insights. Just who are you?
The man whose knowledge rivaled that of Epstein's three disciples tried to argue with the attendees despite the organization's attempt to remove him. As he continued to lob spurious claims, the group brought up reasonable arguments to counter each one. Eventually, after a strong reprimand from security, the man clicked his tongue in irritation and let out one last outburst before he left.
Fine then. Continue your pointless discussion. Talk all you like. Everything will play out just as Professor Epstein intended. Until you realize that, you'll just be going around in circles.
Just as Professor Epstein intended. So he already set, like the Genesis, he already set something? The observational whatever that we, from previous games? Then, having withdrawn from the debate, the mysterious man seemingly vanished in split seconds while the security guards were distracted. The forum was a great success and led to many faithful discussions. Despite being a one-time event, its impact was felt far and wide. The identity of the strange man was never determined. As such, his statements were stricken from the record. Interesting. I wonder if that was the Elysium, or was he talking about the astral code, though? We probably might find another one. We could, but we don't have to. We could, but we don't have to. We don't need to be fishing again, boy. Is that Kev? That is Kev. Anyway, it is time for us to go into the domain. Oh. Well, this was really nice to watch. Wait, what? Wait, I thought. Wait, what? I thought. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Was that just it? Oh, okay. But I don't have access to the 8th domain, though. What? I don't understand. Okay, I guess they're gonna tell us later on, but let me change my party. Ellie, I do not need you at the moment. Okay, I guess they'll tell me when the garden is available. I don't know why it's not. According to the guide, it should be available. Oh, okay. Was it the here? Wait, I thought they were going to Langport, not Longline. They're student from Aramis Academy. Kisara! Leifa and Mr. Raffaello. It might not be if you didn't know the route first, maybe. And this act, no, this is the first one. No, this is the first route. I'm doing it as they show up for me, so it's like Reen, Van, then Kevin, and I'm just like, I just started Reen's. I didn't do anyone's else. Blue, you have been here every single Horizon stream. What? Confusing me. I don't know, but anyway, I guess we're just gonna keep going until they tell me that I can go there. Because Altina did say that it's gonna take up some time until it's accessible. It's been a long time. It is. It is. We should just listen to Ali. She knows better. She got the pancakes. She's in long leg with Thors and her NGO. Oh, okay. The Ashen Chevalier, Juliana's teacher from back in the Empire, then? Julian. Who's Juliana? Sounds like you've been looking after Julian. You're the one who's done so much for him. I think Julian is a piece of shit, okay? He's a disgrace to Thors. And class 7. So he's a proud Thor student, is he? His grandfather, the former General Van Dyke. What the fuck? What? President Van Dyke? President Van Dyke? Principal Van Dyke? Oh. I will not take my statement back. Julian is an absolute piece of shit. He should be a disgrace to Thors. I do not care if Van Dyke is his grandpa. First they tell us he was in class 7, and now they tell us he's actually Van Dyke's grandson. What the hell, Falcom? Couldn't come because something came up suddenly in the capital. Someone reached out to me about this morning. Apparently I'll hear the details later. What? This is that famous Ashen Chevalier. The hero of the Northern War? The man next to him is a hero too. So cool. The silver-haired lady and the other girls are like idols themselves. I'm such a huge fan. He's in Reen's class, that's class 7, but yeah. But he's in the main campus. I thought Reen was like in the branch campus. Is he like just overseeing both of the campuses now? Aramis City is distributed to various parts of Long Life for different purposes.
Goddess, it's so crowded here.
I guess. Maybe we have to do all the required cutscenes. Oh, we still have some green. Wait, what? Why does that old man still have something to say for me? Oh, it's not the other man. It's What? Why am I going the wrong place? I'm constantly going the wrong place. You're not sure? It's okay. Well, I guess they're gonna tell us about it in the game. Oh. Hello there, Miyuki. Oh? Yes, we shall. What? What? I don't want to cry. And who might you be? Class 7. Me and the group explained that they were taking on forest regions on behalf of Arkwright Solutions. I see. In that case, you may be just the people my sorry self can turn to. Since there's a lot of layers behind that sentence. I'm the lowest of the low, after all. Aw, babe. Beating down the hatches? This is a good one. We don't talk about about Northern Warcassar. I agree. That is like the most disgusting thing that I have ever witnessed or seen in my life. 2 years ago, I abandoned my son. Oh, okay. Okay. That is very strong to start with. I was originally born and raised here in Longlai. Northern culture always interested me. However, so I left home to work in Messeldam. Okay. There, I met the man I would come to wed, and 12 years ago, I became Okay, so you married him and you had a son. What the fuck? At the time, I thought we would be able to build our happy family up together. But 3 years later, my husband fell ill and passed. Oh. Okay. But there was no time to grieve, not when I had a son to raise. I would even take on nightlife work just to put food on the table. The mental anguish wore at me, however. Before I knew it, I had begun taking it out on my poor Oh, holy fuck, okay. It was then that he started to rebel against me. I had also remarried several years ago, and the men only grew more violent with time. It drained me down to the very last drop. You sent your son away? What did you do, Miyuki? The government provides a minor subsidy for child care, blood-related or not. Knowing that, my now former lover raised his hand to me again, saying I ought to be the one leaving instead. What the fuck? Can't say I empathize, me neither, but I think we could spare some sympathy. If only my son and I had fled together. Looking back, I regretted it from the bottom of my heart. On top of that, I heard news about him through the Septian Church. He had run away from my ex-husband several months ago. It became a bit of an ordeal, after which he ended up getting adopted by someone else. Aww. What the odds of her son actually being Senri? You found your son here in Longlai? I thought it was just my eyes playing tricks. But when I called out, his gaze met mine and he actually recognized me. It wasn't a moment after. He ran away. I shouldn't have expected as much. It's only natural. The sight of his despicable mother must have been more than the boy could stand. Even still, it is worrisome that your son is nowhere to be found. He looked so hopeless, like there's no telling what might happen. I would like nothing more than to start over with him, if at all possible. But perhaps that's someplace too much to hope for. What's the kid's name, by the way? Jed. It's Jed. Huh, okay. I'm glad it's not Senri, because oh my god, he was so sweet to Yume. I may have heard his story during my NGO work. Vaguely remember the guild having intel on it too. For the time being, we will try to track Jade down and confirm his safety. Okay. Where would a child be? Let's find a tour guide and see what they know. Let's find Senri. A blast from Daybreak 2 past. Daybreak 2? You mean Daybreak 1? Senri, like he met... We never went back to Longlai in Daybreak 2. He was sweet when we first met Shizuna in Daybreak 1.
Any day now.
And we all fell in love with her. And she said that she liked us.
Want to check your schedule, eh? Objective set.
Where is my son? It's somewhere, not in my pocket. Oh, I meant the SPG? Yeah.
Goodness me, it's like a festival here.
Oh, welcome.
I have something to ask you.
Just one of the boys in my tour group. Did something happen to him? Nope. Our group took a break. I'm not sure where he is, but his guardian, Angela, might be in front of the station. Okay. Station. Thank you, Angela. She owns a public bathhouse in Messeldam. Okay.
Performing search.
No,
Be careful, and I hope you have a good meal, Blue. Wow, she's old.
Excuse me a moment.
Saw his birth mother? And you say he's been missing ever since? Yes, ma'am. His mother being in Longlaw isn't news to me, admittedly. I even intended on finding the chance to speak with her, but I hadn't counted on him beating me to the bunch. Oh, I already know where these two are. Street Market. Assuming we just give her our number. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, Sunset. Yes, I am back, and it's actually going pretty well.
Today, and final preparations are underway as we speak.
Almost time for the launch. Got a second?
Join us for our live.
Jed is missing? Huh? Boo Boo? Oh, we need to go back to the outskirts. I thought you were gonna call it a day, but I'm happy to see you. Oh, thank you, Sunset. Well, I tested the internet multiple times, and it looked okay-ish. We only had like a minor disconnect, but it did not drop the stream. So far it's going pretty well. Okay, so we need to go outside the city again. Let's head there right now. Dun 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 dun. Boo Boo Bass.
Let's vamoose.
Are you guys okay? Saw a boy head to the mountain pass not long ago? Around 11 years old, give or take. Aw. Altina, just get on freaking clamps to lace and snatch the boy up.
I'm getting a reading. I suggest you do a shard search. Deploying shards.
Aw.
Activating skills.
Could not get it in time. Oh. Owie! Nice.
Follow up, Altina.
There, you're mine. Status, threat level high.
Keep up
Be
the
on
good
guard.
work, Altina. Performing search.
Lot of foes. Stay sharp.
Or we stay away from them. Jed! Okay.
Leave it all on the table.
Need help? Here I go. Attack!
Hold back.
A boost would work here. Activating skill.
Time for cleanup. Keep at it, Rain.
Now's an ideal time for a boost. Activating
help?
skill.
There! Crimson Leaf Blade!
Slowpoke.
I need to, chat. I need to. The music is so good.
Get yours.
Are we? Okay.
Slowpoke.
Okay.
Ready to go.
It's yours. All in.
Get it, bro. Nice. Yo, these things are taking ages. Okay.
Ready to go.
Wow. You saved me. Are you guys racers? Just me, actually. You see, we're here at your mother's request. Well, more to track you down and make sure you were safe. We would force you to meet with your mother against your will. But even if the tiniest parts of you want to have a serious conversation with her, it would be our pleasure to arrange that. I hated my mom for the longest time, so I started acting out in every way I could. Doing one bad thing after another, saying all the stuff I never should have. Aww. I thought it was no wonder she left me for good. I'm too afraid to own up to that, so the thought of facing her scares me too. She's still worried about me. Huh? Parents come in all different sorts and situations. So there's no forgiving what your mother did. But when we talked, her love came through in every word she said about you, no question. I guess that was just as much certainty. Her desire to make us Stretfrosh was unmistakably sincere. Aww. I'll be right back, guys. Oh. Eyebrows next. Just 3 for now. You don't have to believe me, but these are my true feelings. I grew so sick and tired of all the hardships that I turned my back and ran away. But the fact that I left without you, it's been tearing me up inside to this day. Mom! I gave myself a hard time too for not caring about you more when we were together. It's been on my mind ever since, but I couldn't bring myself to admit it. Then there was my butt wipe of a stepdad, Jed. Such an emotional klutz, I swear. Even though he's actually nice inside, he'll say it's lame to act like it. Here comes the waterwork. If you would allow it, I would like to return to Miss Soldan, but afterwards, I still don't know. Wait, didn't we help him with Celeste and Leon with the like abusive father? Or was that someone else? Makes me wish that Spriggan Way was here to tell that Spriggan guy was here to tell me. Aw. Arkwright and his spouse helped you a lot out of your stepdad's clutches, didn't they? So would they approach this? Take your time thinking it over, be honest with yourself.
A job well done, everyone. Our reward's been deposited.
Oh, that was great.
We earned it. We earned it.
All right.
Favorable conditions. As such, the rocket launch is expected to...
That was delicious.
Oh, wait.
Leave it to me. And that's how the crew could do it. I'm gonna wing it. Everyone good with that? This actually looks pretty good.
Oh, babe, you can wing anything that you want.
Food tastes better with friends.
Nothing beating the food allegation. Hell yeah.
So tasty.
It's actually, don't lie. Let's take a dip because that will restore us completely. We got another trophy for getting more recipes.
Can't beat this.
This feels nice. Fully recovered.
So many people.
Place at 1 p.m. today.
Goodness me. Over
It's
there.
like a festival.
No, the other side might have a better view.
Oh, it's because I came here before. Yo, this thing is way too spicy, but I'm loving it. Oh.
Pardon me. Am I speaking to Toa Herschel? I'm reaching out to you on behalf of Director Poisson.
Oh my god. Freaking Kelika Roron.
There's no need to be so cautious. As it turns out, I'm in Longlai as well.
Oh shit.
Excluding
Okay.
the personnel stationed at the space base itself, there aren't any CID staff in the area.
Okay.
So if it's easier for you, you can drop the pretenses.
Oh. I'll be visiting as an NGO member, but I hope it's alright if I bring a few staff members along.
All right. I'll have some people I would like to introduce you to as well. President Rocksmith and I will look forward to your arrival.
Interesting. That sure was nerve-wracking. The flying swallow, the one we're renowned throughout the intelligence world. Why would she be calling us? We're a friend of Jin. She used to work as a guild receptionist. Yeah. Where was it? In Zeiss, right? She was the receptionist in Zeiss. And she was the one who trained Angelica. Yeah.
Performing search.
Nothing?
Running a search.
I want to see the rocket already!
Oh, wait.
Let's search around.
That is a little bit weird, because I got the cutscene when I went to the garden as well. So I don't understand them not letting me. Not actually letting me. Maybe I need to speak with everyone? Or maybe I have to do it from that menu. Garden menu? Ready to cry my eyes out. Still not showing if this is the 7th domain. Where is the 8th domain game?
Let the journey begin. Ever onward.
Be careful out there, everyone.
Nope.
There, let's get this roll. There, like that.
Now, close in on
Let's tear these chumps a new one. Got him.
You can
Break it up to 11. Do the honors. All in. You're out of luck. Stay with it. Too slow.
Ready to rumble.
Yeah, I do not see anything in here. Well, what if we talk to people? It was not really giving me any mandatory. I'm afraid I was never assigned to the project. Once things cool down, wanna wanna go grab some tea? Crow, please refrain from making advances towards our colleagues. Sorry, Rosette. I know you must be busy. You have nothing to apologize for. To speak of the other matters, however, I believe I was able to discern what your team has been focused on investigating recently. Which is to say, I wish you well. As for the record, I would be more than happy to talk with you all in person someday. Tea invitation aside. Likewise, I imagine you'd find plenty to talk about. Once things cool down, eh? We'll have to do all we can to ensure such hope comes to fruition. We will all finally have the chance to talk in person. Yes. What is it that a Dominion should strive to protect? I suppose that's something I'll need to answer in due time. Oh. I will pray for everyone's good fortune in their coming trials, so that we might all gather again someday under less strenuous circumstances. So sweet of you. I know the circumstances that led us here were less than ideal, but the friendships we have made as a result are irreplaceable all the same. Aww, Altina. And in order to deepen these friendships, let's make sure we overcome all the obstacles that stands in our way, both here and in reality. I love her. She's sweet. Not so sure I get what Marduk and the president are trying to do with this whole space program thing, to be honest. Which makes it even harder to know if we need to intervene, or if we even can. What about Celise? Okay. The day of the launch at last, though leaving the capital now of all times has me a bit apprehensive, to tell the truth. I'm sure things will be fine with the guildmaster in charge. The man saved our ears more times than I can count over the past year. No small wonders he made me make that promise. Having you guys with us is a huge relief. Things have getting dicier by the second. Even if we're unable to work together directly, it is always helpful to have an extra hand or two. I have your back, Ban. We will do our best to make up for Agnes' absence. She left for the capital with Ren. Kinda puts you at a disadvantage in combat. Not at all. You need to show him what you're made of, little man. Ah, she just gave me a compliment. Gotta tell me twice. We can't just let something like this happen, even if it means turning our back on the church. And once we have made up our minds, you better believe we're gonna follow through. You folks should do the same. We will do, ma'am. Especially with how dicey things have been lately. Can't deny we're lost firepower, of course, but for now, we just gotta keep on keeping. Yes. Okay, he's not really telling us anything. I swear on my name I will do everything in my power to assist you all. Whatever I can do to fulfill the whole Agnes is left, I'll do it. So nice of you. Oh, she is in a... Hello, babe. Yikes. Why the long faces? Well, I'm sure it's nothing a little sparring can't. Nuh-uh. Not happening. And quit being so freaking annoying already. Heard you guys had a lot on your plate lately. Guessing that's got something with why I don't see Agnes too? Hey, you're doing alright, Catra? Yes, though I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little worried. I mean, today's the day of the launch. Yang and Essie must be working themselves to the bone to see it happen. So I plan on working just as hard today.
I think I like you people.
I think I like you people.
You're just as guilty.
I had to. I had to, Blue. Can tell from that look in your eyes you've got a real fire in your belly. I would have the same if only someone would spark. I'm out of here. Hey, leave her alone. At the end of the day, the world will keep on turning. That's just the way things are. There are no right answers, which is why it's best to fail and do as one sees fit. At least the way you won't have any regrets, you know? With today's social space program will have finally reached its climax. Yang and Essie must be working themselves. Okay, we've already seen that. He already said that. Wonder why that tyrant bastard showed up again, and just why the hell is going on with that space program. We'll deal with it, so let's go show these domains what we're made of already. Hell yeah, Aaron. He got fire in his belly. You'll hold her. No, I want to hold her off. You can run, Blue. Your life is way more important. Tempted to give the goddess a real earful for this mess, I swear. But for better or for worse, the ends is in sight. Ooh. Sorry, Catra. Aw, Kevin. Okay. Ren and Dominique went with her, so... Oh, okay. I know she's only going to her father, but there's just something about all this I find a little concerning. Sounds like she didn't put up much of a fight either, so they're finally planning on revealing her to the public, huh? We'll just have to make sure to work extra hard in her place. Everyone's finally started to make their move. Good luck out there, you guys. Huh? Yes, we shall. I'm a little concerned for Anya and Sven, although I just know how tough they are. Yes, don't you worry, Toa. They will be fine. Let me stand between them so it's like easier to talk to them both. Once I finish up the stuff on our end, I'll head on over ASB. Gotta offer up the support all I... Yeah, you should. We'll be able to reunite under better circumstances with Anya's too. I don't think that would happen, honestly. Because if these are the last routes, and I'm just gonna assume that Agnes is not gonna be with us the next time we play as Van. Must have been a difficult encounter, Judith, with the Dominique heading back to the capital like that. Being unable to share information with you is a bit frustrating. Yeah, don't you worry about that. We're all moving in sync anyway. Yep. Yeah. Good luck with you too. Okay, Grimcat. I kind of don't like how she just like openly talks about herself being the Grimcat. Like, holy shit, Judith. Can you like not expose yourself? Yes, we shall, Bisha. And thank you for the free tickets. But that's a lot of people that you gotta invite, girly. We'll just need to reserve the entirety of Arkansas. I know we have all been keeping details close to our chest, but it's obvious enough that we all had our respective endgames. Weren't she still a B rank? Or was she a C rank back in freaking, what is it? Cold Steel 4? Hello there. Who do we have here? We got Lapis, Bearguard, and yeah. Were you playing with them? You're such a child, Bearguard. I'll never win at this rate. I came to the spring to take a dip this morning, but before I knew it, I was roped into a round of volleyball. The hot water meditating the strain on my body. Thankfully, perhaps, I'll make this my new morning exercise wow. It being the day of the launch and all, I figured this would make for good distraction. Though it's not as personally needs such a thing. Huh? Lapis, are you okay? She was the youngest in Cold Steel 3. She was the youngest B in Cold Steel 3. Oh, okay. I see. I'll follow things through to the end, Rufus, just like you. Huh? Everyone must eventually face their own heart. It is not about whether you're right or wrong. It is about whether you can look on both yourself and what you have done with satisfaction. Only then you will be able to live without regret. I say this to you as well, Sir Rufus. Huh? I will make sure to think along the heart of the matter. You have my gratitude, Mr. Mr. Zeman. Huh? I haven't meant to give a lecture during about some fun and games. I was simply trying to offer a bit of advice to the younger generation. It is my hope that they can learn to live their lives without regret. I am pretty sure that he's been living his life without regrets anymore. Whether I can look on myself and my actions with satisfaction. But for words from a powerful man. He doesn't say anything else. What a shame. Face my own heart. Can I even do that? Yes, you can! Girly, you can do everything that you want. Well, I guess... Ooh.
What luxury.
Just how I like it.
There's so many guys in my...
So cozy. So relaxing. So relaxing. How relaxing.
The odds were so unnecessary. Okay, well, there is really nothing for us in here. Sadly, I've talked to everyone, and nothing seems to be happening. So we're just gonna have to keep going. I'm not sure why it's not letting me. Let's see. Are they saying anything about the? Oh, okay. What garden floor do you have available? Only the 7th. I'm trying to get to the 8th, but it's not available for me as yet. Oh. Well, we're getting close to this as well. Okay. I am missing one monster from earlier. I did say that. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Wait, do I? Hold on. Parts. I don't know what to give him. I just honestly don't know what to give him.
Arts driver replaced.
Sir. Sir. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a van next. I'm just like going as it meant to be set. I'm not like doing them randomly. Like the way they set it up, just like going downwards.
They've already set up a checkpoint to keep tourists out. We might be able to sneak by.
Yeah. The real obstacle is going to be the Ikaruga stationed on the mountain road.
I'm worried about what the CID is up to as well. But right now, we should focus on our own
over
mission.
there, come take a look.
This is where Bergard trained Arkwright too. Proceeding to the former dojo will cause the main story to advance. As a result, some quests will disappear. Guys, actually, I do have to go because I kind of need to drive my mom back home tomorrow morning. So I will end it here. However, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Wednesday. I will do my best to be here early. I don't know how long this cutscene is gonna take, and like I need to sleep, so I can actually wake up in the morning. But yeah, let's move our screen. Who else is out there for us? Who else is out there for us? We can go right out too. How? We can go right out to Mayor. He's playing Resident Evil Village at the moment. But I don't think he's gonna be that fun. Anyways, we do have a raid message. Thank you all so much for being here. Those who are active in the chat, those lurking in the shadows. Thank you all so very, very much. Thank you all so much for being. Oh my god. I typed right in the wrong message. Oh my god. I typed it in the... What the heck? Hello? I typed in the wrong chat. Anyway. Let's go right out to Mara. This is the raid message that we have. And thank you all so much for being patient, for being here, for constantly showing up. I really appreciate every single one of you. And I hope to catch you next time. Until then, enjoy the rest of your night. And catch you tomorrow. You absolute legends. Bye-bye.